Welcome to the 2016 Year in Review show, ST2K show. This is Ronmower along with Tibbs.
Hello.
Yeah, and we wanted to have more people, but either I don't know if they're just being flaky or some of them had legit excuses. But yeah, so we got tired of waiting, and Tibbs can't wait forever, so we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna do it live. And everybody else that wants in has to do it recorded. Okay,
That's right.
so all right, so yeah, we might have to keep this a little shorter than usual because Tibbs is on a limited time limit. The following podcast is scheduled for 30 minutes. No, all right, so 2016, a quick, what do you call it, synopsis. 2016, not a bad year for ST2K, and Tibbs is like the newest member, or Tibbs, and
Yeah, for me, it's been a great year because I joined.
yeah, and I think last year, I don't remember if Bobby Phoenix joined this year or last year, but he's one of the newest members as of recent memory. Magus was in a few commentaries, and we'll get to that in a minute. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start in chronological order here as I look at the dashboard. First video of 2016 was my video where I gave an update on LPs, announcing that I'm going to go back and finish unfinished LPs. That channel was.
And you did.
Yeah, that channel was mirrored. That video was mirrored on both channels because I wanted to finish the unfinished LPs on both channels, and I did just that. And we'll get to those LPs here in just a minute. The next video after that was the 2015 year in review, and I remember at the end of that review, dang it, yeah, it was a review. At the end of that review, we talked about. I said, hopefully, I can sit here and say that 2016 was ECW, and I can sit here and say that 2016 was ECW.
Damn right.
And the first, well, actually, a continuation of LP that started in 2015, uploaded on the same day, January 6th. Let's play The Goonies 2 Part 3. Have you ever played The Goonies?
The first Goonies, no. The second one, yes.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot there's a first Goonies for like Japan. Is that right?
No, I don't remember if it's only Japan, but I know it's not like the second one. It's more of an arcade game.
Yeah. Okay, and but The Goonies 2 is what I did, LP of. Jeff was in that one, and we got, I think, and Jeff's like, really, Ronnie? You have to do The Goonies 2? I'm like, yeah, so? At least I can stay awake while playing The Goonies 2. And J-Man's not really a big fan of The Goonies 2 either. I liked it. I was never good at it, but I did like The Goonies 2 as well as the movie.
I like games like that, where you got to explore and find stuff.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite lines in gaming history, ouch, what do you do?
Yeah, when you hit something, ouch, what do you do? Oh, classic NES typos. Capcom was not the only one. All right. And the interview I did with the Goemon on January 16th, an hour and a half long. I was in that one. That was a very, very good interview. Did you hear that?
That was a while ago, but I probably did.
Did you hear that? Like you heard something just now? That didn't sound right. Or did you hear that? Did you listen to that interview? Go ahead.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, and like I said, I'm sure I did.
Yeah, good feedback. 72 views, which is a lot for us. 9 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. And Goemon, he does his monthly blog update. He in February he talked about he mentioned everything that happened in January, and then he gave us a shout out in the interview. That was a pretty good interview, man. It was great stuff. His story on why he decided to do the video response to AVGN, and how excited he was over that, and why he edited the video the way he did, why he was talking so fast, and what else? I tried to get him in some commentaries with us for LPs, but he just does not have time. But we were lucky to have him.
I can understand that.
Yeah. He let me know. He said, man, I really don't ever have time to do that. I got this going on, that going on, and yeah, so well, I tried, but at least we got him in the interview, and that was very good. Very, very good interview. And then let's see here. February 18th. Let's replay the beginning of my unfinished LP series. Let's replay your favorite, Dirty Harry for NES. Now, Kevin's favorite from ST2K. Now, that game was garbage. But
yeah, that game's something else.
Yeah, and part 1 got 92 views. Wow. I guess because it's an obscure game, and those get more views.
Well, also, part 1 of any LP is going to get more views than the rest of it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, even part 1 of a lot of my LPs don't get almost 100 views within a year. So that was pretty cool. And then in February, I started the replay of Shinobi 3. One of my favorite.
Not too familiar with the Shinobi series myself.
Yeah, my favorite Ninja game. Ninja Gaiden's good, but I prefer Shinobi. Shinobi 3 I love to death on Sega Genesis.
Isn't there one on Game Gear, like a whole series of them?
I believe so. I haven't played those.
Yeah, because that was one of Sega's big flagship franchises.
Yeah. All right, and let me go to the next page here. In April,
I purposely didn't boot up the page on my end because I wanted to be surprised.
Oh, that's fine. In April, I started the replay of Castlevania Bloodlines.
Oh yeah.
And this is around the time where I really started to use other people's footage because of either I can't get through the game myself and there's no cheats to do it, or whatever, or emulation problems. And I used someone, I think Seikyo Mog, and I'm probably saying the name wrong. He does a lot of great playthroughs, and I gave it at the end of the Let's Discuss. I gave him like a little shout out because apparently he passed away about 2 years ago, and his dad is running the channel, uploading the projects that he never got to upload after he finished them.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And so,
if you think about it, Ronnie, you using other people's footage, it's not uncommon because even some of the bigger channels, like Retsu Prey, a lot of the games that they've made fun of, like the long plays, it's not their own. They go to World of Long Plays, they give a shout out to the person who did it at the beginning, and then proceed from there.
Yeah. And J-Man told me to even give credit. I'm like, no, I want to give credit. He goes, who cares? I said, they might care. I mean, it's just an honorable thing to do. Like, just, give credit for it. But yeah, I just, part of me feels bad because I feel like I don't know how to describe it. And like, I wanted to do it on my own, but due to BS circumstances or me just not getting good, I got to use other people's footage. So, but yeah, I mean, at least it's for all entertainment purposes, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And but I told this story years ago when I had that wrestling channel for a brief period. I took someone uploaded footage of Starcade 96, and then I took that video from their channel and uploaded it as my own. And he had the nerve to say, "You stole my video. I know I don't own the rights to it, but this is still not done." I'm like, you just made the list, because how much of a stupid idiot are you?
That's totally different though, because stealing footage, like, okay, it's footage that's like not yours, like he didn't have any input in that footage, unlike game footage where it's you playing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And and he thought like he acts like he owns the rights to WCW footage. Like, no, you took. That's like the pot calling the kettle black. You took this footage from WCW. I mean WWE, because they own it now. And yeah, you get mad at me for taking that same. What? So that was the dumbest complaint I've ever read on YouTube.
Jeez.
But anyway, so we finished.
The way that would only be more funny is if it was Starcade '97 because of the train wreck that was that main event.
Yeah, well, I like the main event personally because I wanted Sting to win so bad, and that was a great night.
Well, you know the story. You know the story behind it, right? The whole fast count thing.
Yeah, Nick Patrick messed up. That was Nick Patrick's fault.
Some people think that Hogan might have told him intentionally to do that to make the whole thing look bad or something. I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it, but it's one of those crazy conspiracies. But I guess we'll never know. But yeah, but anyway, Moving on, after the Castlevania Bloodlines LP, we did the awesome Let's Play of Hong Kong 97.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh man, of course that was done for the lulz, and you know I took footage for that. There's no way I'm going to play that, even if I could.
Okay, I had never heard of that game, like most people probably, prior to the AVGN episode.
Right.
And let me tell you something. I think I watched it with Nikita when he first put it up, and my jaw dropped.
Yeah, just when
I could not believe it.
You thought it couldn't get any worse than Action 52 or Plumbers Don't Wear Ties or Desert Bus or Crazy Bus. I mean, how low can you go?
A horde of fucking ugly reds.
Yeah, like how low can you go in gaming? I mean, jeez. And
apparently now there's actually a physical cartridge that someone made of it. I think something like that.
Why? For lulz, I guess.
I don't know. If you would have put that thing on your Super Nintendo, it would catch on fire.
Yeah, really. Man. And then after that, April 18th, Jeff started the LP of Crime Patrol.
Oh boy, I watched that one recently. That's awesome.
Yeah, good times right there.
It's Giovanni from Twilight Princess is in it.
Yeah. And that was Jeff made a little comeback this year doing LPs on the ST2K channel. That was pretty cool. Let's see here. And May 7th, Jeff did Crime Patrol 2, a.k.a. George H.W. Bush's War on Drugs.
Not much to be said, really.
Yeah, Percy Pringle is in that one, apparently. But not really.
Oh, yes.
And May 11, 2016, DJ of ST2K uploaded a video promoting the ST2K Minecraft server. And I'm not into Minecraft, so I have nothing to do with that. I don't know how that's going, honestly.
Yeah, Nikita likes Minecraft. I've actually never played.
Yeah, apparently ST2K has a Minecraft server, and if anybody cares to actually check it out, I have no idea. The only thing I mess with on ST2K is the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages, and I log in sometimes to post on the forum. I'm part of the ST2K Steam community, but I don't hardly ever log into Steam. I only did that because Blue Rose bought me Shellgate 2014 for Christmas. But yeah, so the Minecraft update, I mean that's the name of the video, ST2K Minecraft update. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, okay, the second one is the update. And so, I have no idea about that. Anybody cares to check that out, go right ahead. And, okay, after Crime Patrol 2, let's replay Barbie.
Why, oh why?
Because I'm a stupid idiot, and I put myself on the list after I did that.
You know, I recently played the Ninja Gaiden games. You played Barbie. You're much braver than I am, sir.
Or much stupider. Stupider is not even the word. See, I'm stupid. Okay.
You made the list.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of lists, let's go back to this list here. And the next interview I did with somebody, May 19th. May 19th. Is that like when Kane caught on fire or something?
Yeah, and See No Evil came out.
Well, that's who I interviewed. I interviewed Kane. No, I'm just kidding. The ST2K show interview with Xander Scullion. Have you heard that guy?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Mainly does, I think, gaming podcasts, and he does a few gaming videos like reviews and I think Let's Plays as well. And I think he's good friends with Michael Burhan. And I saw a video of where he talked about I forgot the name of it, man, but it is what made me really subscribe to him. I had heard of him before, but man, this one video he did where he talked about, you and YouTube. If one thing he said that really stuck with me is something I've always agreed with. He said, if you've made one friend doing this, then you've won. Talking about it's all about for fun, not so much money and getting big and famous. And
I agree.
We touched upon that in the interview. And he said some people might say, well, what's the matter? You don't want to? You telling me you don't want to make money and be famous doing this or make a living doing it? Well, of course he would like to do that if he had the chance. But if you're striving to do that, and you're not even making it, then you're just really torturing yourself, and you don't have a true passion for the actual gaming. And
Right.
he said, if you made one friend doing this, you've won. If you have some good memories doing this, I mean, you've won. It's not about getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. If you've actually got something out of this, you're successful.
Exactly. And my personal take on it is, a while back when we started talking on Facebook, I'd been a fan of yours for a while, and I finally got to interact with you. You gave me that shout out. I mean, you asked Nikita, I was all flustered.
Yeah.
And when you asked me if I wanted to join in on some videos, at first I remember I was a little hesitant. Well, I don't have the equipment, I have no experience. You're like, don't worry about it, just have fun. And we started doing Twilight Princess. That first video, I was extremely nervous, but now we've done like a dozen together now or so, and I've loved every minute of it, and I already have some great memories. And now I've made new friends, not just you, but J-Man, Wee Guy, the rest of them.
Right. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's truly all about. It's what it should always be about, not mainly about money. I mean, again, if we could make money, sure, but that's not what it should mainly be about. And yeah, so and like I said, yeah, just have fun and see, and that's I mean, I was pretty nervous. We're all nervous when we start out. Magus said he was freaking nervous when he started out, and the first video he did, a whole website wanted to kill him because he said something bad about a Chrono Trigger remake or a fan made game or something. And that was back when he was nervous and scared. And after that, he just said, "Man, f everybody. I'm going to go all out and just be brutally honest with stuff. I don't care what any haters say."
That's right. And I gotta say, having been a fan of yours and everyone else's for so long, that when I first started joining you guys, it was almost surreal because these are voices that I've been watching on these videos for many, many years. And here I am actually talking to these guys. I'm sure you know what it feels like. And the video, I think it was part 8 when we were in the Goron Mines, you, me, J-Man, and Wee Guy. I think that was the video where I finally felt like, okay, I belong here. This is great. I fit in with these guys because it was so fun.
Right. And I remember hearing Magus's and Star Soldier's voice for years before I finally started doing projects with him. And that was pretty cool. And yeah, so oh yeah, you're gonna love this one, Tibbs. The next LP started May 30th. Let's play Donkey Kong Country 3.
Oh, that is one of my favorites. Not only one of my favorite games, but one of my favorite LPs on this channel.
Yeah, that was fun. That was supposed to be done in 2011 by Wee Guy, but because of technical difficulties, we done commentaries also. He had a few parts recorded for commentary, but his computer crashed and he lost it. And it got put on the back burner for about 5 years before we talked about it off and on. I said, "Man, Wee Guy, are you going to try to do that again?" I think he pretty much said, "Nah, I'm just going to forget about it." I said, "Man, we had good stuff. That would have been a good LP to do." Finally, after
Well,
5 years.
it's cool the way it worked out because in the modern day of ST2K, you, J-Man, and Wee Guy are kind of like the 3 main players. At least that's how I've seen it. So it's kind of interesting that J-Man did the first one, Wee Guy did the second one, you did the third one.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now someone needs to do Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, and none of us have talked. I don't think any one of us have talked about that yet. But who knows? 2017, one of us may do that. And it might be me, because let's be honest, I'm the only one that really does LPs anymore on the channel.
Yeah.
And not trying to knock anybody else. Well, they don't want to do anything, but it might be schedule conflicts or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it depends on what or how many projects are lined up after Twilight Princess. But only time will tell. But anybody listening, don't get excited. Oh, he's gonna do it soon. He's gonna do it next. No, but it is a possibility that we will do it sometime, maybe this year. Who knows? Or definitely down the road for sure. Because yeah, I mean that's definitely a cool game that I would like to do sometime.
And playing it on an emulator or something is much easier than the console because it's not nearly as laggy.
Oh, cool. All right, and July 9th, the next ST2K show, Arcade Memories. This one was okay. It wasn't as fun as I thought it would be, but we still got to talk about cool arcade experiences. It's about an hour and a half long.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I talked about my experience with Super Street Fighter in arcades and how bad I wanted to play that when I saw it advertised in Nintendo Power magazine.
Unfortunately, like around the time I started going to arcades, I had the SNES versions of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, but unfortunately, in those days, I had never gotten a chance during that initial run where it was real popular to play it in the arcades. But in recent years, you know how you come across arcade machines in various places. I have, and of course, um, around here at Old Orchard Beach, they have an arcade there that has not many classic style arcade machines, but it's got a few. And like there's something about like the old fashioned arcade, like being in a room full of all these games and like 100 people just playing around you and stuff like that, pinball machines, you name it. It just it's probably lost forever, but that vibe is something you can't explain.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember not even arcades, but like at Target, they would have video games on display, like a Super Nintendo display, and you can choose what game you want to play. And I remember playing a few people in Street Fighter, and I remember like one person I was playing, I was E Honda, and I forgot who he was using, but the kid goes, "Oh man, E Honda, he's sorry," and I ended up wiping the floor with him. So stuff like that was pretty cool. I actually started winning so much that an old friend of mine was standing behind me saying, "You gotta let someone else play." I'm like, "Let someone knock me off my pedestal first."
The other day, Nikita and I played the SNES version of Super Street Fighter 2, and she actually, considering she'd never played before, she did pretty good. She wiped the floor with me with Vega,
That's good.
which is interesting because as a kid, he was the one I always had a hard time with on the higher difficulty.
Yeah. All right, and the next S2K show, Horrible Job Experiences Part 3.
And I just had one.
Yeah. And if there's a part 4, we probably got to get your story on that.
Oh boy.
But yeah, 2 hours long. This was 2 hours long, and my job has shut down over the summer, and another one before that shut down. And it was a perfect time to do part 3. And then J-Man talked about his story about another job, and yeah, so that was some good stuff right there. And then the next LP was John Ford's Mad Dog McCree from Jeff.
Oh, Mad Dog McCree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think We Guy was in that one with us.
I think that's my personal favorite out of all those live action, quote unquote, early CD games.
Yeah. Yeah, and these aren't listed because I don't know why We Guy does this. Like, he did, I think it was on, I don't know if it was originally on S2K or on the We Guy's channel, but We Guy changed his format, I guess, over the years, and he would do co-op LPs, and he did them with Gen 2. He did Contra, Super C, and Double Dragon 2. They're uploaded on the S2K, but they're unlisted. So
Interesting.
if anybody actually cares, and like he removed that from public and made it private, and someone on the S2K Facebook page posted a while back saying, "Hey, what happened to that co-op with Gen 2 with We Guy and Double Dragon 2? Those were good videos." And I said, "I don't know. Let me ask We Guy." And he said, "Well, it's not what I want to do anymore. I don't want to be known for that stuff." I'm like, "What?" All right, whatever.
That stuff's awesome.
Yeah, it's his videos, so I mean, whatever. But they're unlisted. If anybody actually cares, if anybody listening to this wants to see the We Guy and Gen 2 co-op, Double Dragon 2, Super C, and Contra, just let me know, and I'll go in here and give you the unlisted video. And yeah, so yeah, those are fun to watch. And then in August, we did the ST2K show, the SNES 25th anniversary show. And that was very fun. Me, Star Soldier, Bobby Phoenix, and We Guy.
One of the best consoles of all time.
Yep. 25 years old. That's how long I lived in these apartments, more off and on. I moved out for a little bit and came back.
It makes me feel old.
Oh, yeah. And that was good stuff. The good memories of the launch titles and F-Zero and all that stuff. Definitely worth a listen. And then one night we just decided to do an impromptu first impression review. Let's check out the Jetsons for NES. Or just a 13-minute video of like the first part of the game, and that was it.
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah. All right, and we continue on finishing the Donkey Kong Country 3 LP. And then after that, me and Angel's ST2K Halloween special, Shay Khan, the Forever Man. And I never really played that much. Angel has. Angel loved it. And
Miss Angel, I would like to work with him.
yeah. And he requested this, and we did it. And yeah, it was a funny commentary from Angel as usual with his voice impressions and narration. Yeah. And then November, let's play Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse.
I was very happy when I saw you started that back up.
Yeah, that was unfinished on the Ronmower channel, and I brought it on the ST2K channel to finish. Magus was in this LP, Dracula's Curse.
And I remember, one of the reasons why I was happy you started again is not only it's one of my favorite games, but also it's a very hard game. And I was looking forward to seeing you struggle and fight through it. But then with ECW mode, I was like, no, Ronnie!
Yeah, well, I mean, I just struggled to a point to where I'm like, nope, that's it, ECW mode.
It is a tough one for sure.
Yeah. And, all right, and then, of course, December 11th, 2016, to commemorate the 10th anniversary of its release on GameCube in North America, the current LP, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, your debut.
That's right. Like I mentioned earlier, I had been a fan of Ronnie's and everyone else's for not, I don't want to say like since the very beginning of this channel and the Ronmower channel, but definitely like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more. And like the low budget reviews is how I found Ronmower. I think the Punch Out review he did with Swindle was the first thing I saw. And then once I found out he would always mention the ST2K channel. And I remember at first I didn't check it out for a while because I thought I was a fan of Ronmowers, not so much everyone else's at the time. So at first I didn't quite check it out. But then there was, I forget what, there was one particular series you mentioned that you had going on that I did check out. And then once I realized it was you and everyone else, and I started becoming a fan of everyone else, I was like, okay, this is really cool. And then I think it was during your Mario All-Stars LP or something. You were away for a while, and then you came back, and I posted on the video, I commented, it's great to see you back, Ronnie. And that's when you and I started talking. We became friends, which was awesome. And then you gave me the shout out, and then you asked me if I wanted to join in, and it's perfect because Zelda's my favorite series, Twilight Princess one of my favorite games, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do more.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the replay of Mario All-Star, the Lost Levels. Yeah, not All-Stars, just the Lost Levels.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, I do remember that. And yeah, I had to go ahead. I actually finished that legit without cheating and without footage from someone else. That was tough.
Now that's ECW.
Yeah, because I did beat it when I was a kid, legit. I never beat Metroid, legit. I never beat Castlevania 3 legit, and yeah, but Mario Lost Levels I did without warping, legit, and I was like, I gotta do this, and it was very hard.
The thing is, I think I have one up on you in this respect because the version of it that I have played is the original Super Mario Brothers 2 that was on the Famicom because it's on the Wii's Virtual Console, and in that version, when you continue, it starts you back all the way at the beginning of the end of the world you're on, not the very stage, which makes the game even tougher. I've only beaten it once, though.
Hey, forget that. I would.
From what I understand, if you beat the game 8 times, like for each time you beat the original game, at least a star appears on the title screen. Once you've beaten the game 8 times, you can access 4 more worlds. Needless to say, I just YouTubed them. I've never tried to get them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I don't know if I want to try that, but I definitely want to look at that and see what it looks like, those new worlds. Okay, and on November 21st, me and Magus did a impromptu discussion panel where we talked about Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at Survivor Series and our thoughts on the match and the way it went down. That was impromptu because Magus is we're getting ready to do parts 6 and 7 of Castlevania 3 commentary, and it was right after Survivor Series went off the air. And we just, since we were on Skype, we decided, and we were already recording, we decided to go ahead and do that real quick. And
Yeah,
so
I remember even saying to Nikki, because Sundays are our Fridays, so we usually like to wind down after work. And I remember telling, because I have the network, I told her, "You mind if when we get home tonight, if I check, like, because I figured the match would still be going on when we got home. It's like, hey, you mind if I watch the end of the match?" She's like, "No." Well, the match was over, I think, before we even left work, and I was like, "What?" So I literally watched the entire match on the ride home.
yeah, yeah, but that's going to continue in the Royal Rumble and into WrestleMania. It'll be interesting to see those two go at it again. And yeah, but me and Magus talked about that. We talked about a little bit of the old days too when Goldberg was in his prime. And
And then that's clearly what they were going for, that when he used to come to the ring, kick ass, and then leave.
yeah. And then on December 5th, the day after the TLC pay-per-view, I uploaded my experience at the event with a few pictures and a few videos, and then my story of Booker T walking right past us, and we didn't realize it until it was too late. It was a cool 7-minute video just to talk about my experience a little bit.
Yeah, because I haven't been to a wrestling event in years because I don't watch it like I used to. But back when the WWF used to come here, my dad and I would go every time. Between 1996 and 2004 or 5, we must have gone to like a dozen shows because they'd come at least once a year. And in 1997, I think it was the night after the Degeneration X in Your House pay-per-view, they came here to Portland live for Raw. Let me tell you something. Being in that arena at the Civic Center when Howard Finkel announced that we will be going live on USA, and the crowd went crazy, one of the most thrilling things I've ever experienced in my life.
That's cool.
And of course, working at an airport, I've met Scott Taylor, Tony Atlas. He comes through all the time. He's a big dude. What's a Fandango? Because he's from here, I believe. He comes through every now and then, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Scotty Too Hotty, I think he's from Maine. Is that right?
He's from Westbrook, which is one town over from us.
Yeah. Yeah, the main event.
Yeah.
And then on December 10th, I did a live test stream to test out Mega Man 3, to test out live streaming. And then December 13th, you and Jeff were a part of the Super Metroid live stream and commentary.
That went really well.
Yeah, that was long. 3 hours and 41 minutes. And yeah, that was fun. But it was too long to where you and Jeff had to go to bed though. But it was still good. At least you didn't rage quit like J-Man did in the ST2K Shadowgate live stream on Christmas Day, 2 hours long. And yeah, he said he rage quit because he got behind, the commentary was 20 seconds behind. I'm like, well, you knew that was going to happen, and also Jeff and Tibbs can deal with it, so come on. And but that's the live stream, the last live stream done, and the last newest project done. Right now, we're still continuing the Twilight Princess LP, and as announced, is scheduled on January 8th, this coming Sunday. The Simon's Quest LP. I will be live streaming on the ST2K channel.
Very misunderstood game. Not a bad one, but a frustrating one if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. I do know what I'm doing, so I rather enjoy it.
Yeah, and I'm hoping at least you and someone else can maybe be in commentary.
Well, like I said, I work the nights I work. I can't guarantee anything. It's day to day, but as always, if I can, I will definitely watch it.
And it may depend on when you get off work. I could probably postpone an hour or two. We'll see. We have to play it by ear. As of right now,
that's working at an airport. That's the variable. I never know when I'm going to get out.
Yeah, and as of right now, it's advertised for 7 p.m. Central Time, Sunday, January 8th. But that could change, and if it does, I can let everybody know when I postpone it or whatever, and let you know. It depends on who may be available for commentary, and because I'm hoping at least one person can be in commentary with me on that. And I think Nikki said you love Simon's Quest.
I wouldn't say I love it. I love the first one and the third one. I like the second one.
Yeah. But
I gotta say, I know this particular video I want to mention is not 2016, but since this is my first time on one of these discussion podcast type videos, I gotta mention, considering that I was just only a fan up until a little while ago, still, with the exception of some of the stuff that we've done together, I think my all-time favorite moment and favorite video on this channel has got to be I think it was the final video of the Mega Man 5 LP where Star Soldier just left, and I think you called him a pansy, and he took off, and then shows back up during the Let's Discuss. I watched that like 3 times in a row. It was so funny.
Yeah, that was funny. The whole LP was me and Wee Guy against him because he was bashing the game so bad and saying it's so horrible. Which I get, it's not the best Mega Man game, but it's not the worst either.
And then Nikita's sitting right next to me as I'm watching it. She's kind of doing other things, but the moment he mentioned it being for girls because it's easy, that's when she raised her head and was like, "Excuse me?"
Right? Yeah. That was a good LP because it was entertaining because of the heated debates going on, and then the final part. And I named. You remember the name of the video? I called it "Let's Play Discuss Star Soldier's Favorite Game."
Yeah.
And he posted a comment saying, "My favorite game, my ass." Yeah.
We like to have fun around here.
Yeah. And so that is it for 2016 for ST2K. And so far, 2017, you only did 1 video or 2, counting this one. Twilight Princess Part 14 with Giovanni from Crown Patrol in there, and then this podcast. So far it's a good start, and we'll see how the rest of the year looks like. And yeah, so thank you very much, Tibbs, for joining us for the first time in these shows.
My pleasure.
And welcome to the crew. And now you get a full year to be with us in 2017, and hopefully be a lot more ECW projects. And as far as audio shows or S2K shows, who knows what we're going to talk about next. But man, hopefully other people on the channel can start doing LPs again soon, like Wee Guy and Jeff.
Yep.
But we'll see. The following is a pre-recorded comment from Jeff of former Strictly Sega America, who could not be in the recording live with us, with me and Tibbs. So I caught up with Jeff a little bit later on. So here are his thoughts on 2016 for ST2K. All right, so here's the pre-recorded comments. I'm now here with Jeff.
Oh, God, is it 2017? Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And 2016 was a pretty ECW year for ST2K.
It was an amazing year full of all kinds of exciting new Let's Plays, and let's hope you can keep that up till next year. Huh, Ronnie? Huh?
Yeah,
can
I hope
you?
So. I hope so. I try. And you made a little comeback by doing your own LPs this year.
I know. I'm excited, and I'm actually getting ready to film some stuff tonight for my channel, so I'm very excited to make a small comeback.
Oh, cool.
But I'm happy to be back. Anyway, yes.
All right. So, yeah, you did, Mad Dog McCree, and Crown Patrols 1 and 2.
Yes, man, I can't believe it's good to be back, you know what I mean? It's going to be a better year than last year, too. Even more.
Yeah?
Even more shitty Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for 1 or 2 good games at the same time, though.
Yeah. And one of the LPs you were a part of was the Goonies 2.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Was the game good enough?
Oh, girls just want to have fun.
Yeah. And let's see here. The another LP that you were a part of with me and Wee Guy was Go Ahead, Make My Day. Dirty Harry for NES.
Dirty Harry.
Yeah. And you were also in Shinobi 3 videos.
Which is the best game ever.
Yeah. And you're also in the Castlevania LP that I redid.
Well, my goodness, I'm just in everything.
Yeah.
I'm like that actor who's in like every movie, it seems like.
Yeah, and you were in your favorite LP on the channel this year, Hong Kong 97.
Oh yeah, I wanna face against what Dou Xiaoping.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Giant-headed I think it's Dou Xiaoping. My Chinese is terrible. So if there's anybody from China listening, oh wait, there isn't because YouTube's blocked in China.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, that was your LP you did.
Yeah. Don't even try to push that one on me. Don't even give me that crap.
No, if it is, in the description box says Jeff takes on Hong Kong 97.
Oh my God. Oh, Ronnie. Oh, 2017 is gonna be a fun year to get back at you.
And then in April you did Crime Patrol, and right now I'm doing the LP of Twilight Princess, and there's a character named Giovanni who kind of looks like that first detective in the game.
Oh God. Oh, Rousdower the detective. That's all I can imagine when I see him.
And and then your Crime Patrol 2, you call it AKA George H.W. Bush's War on Drugs.
I'm so like politically intelligent with my comments. It's never something simple and easy. It's some BS. I find it funny. Probably no one else does, but I do.
Yeah. And then another favorite LP of yours, Barbie.
Oh yeah, because I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yeah.
Actually, that was my white elephant gift this year at our Christmas party. Was Barbie for the NES.
Oh, nice.
I found it for like $1, so I was like, all right, we'll go with it.
Yeah. And let me see here. I think you were in some parts of Donkey Kong Country 3, maybe?
I was. You managed to get my half-awake butt into Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah. And, and you were also in some parts of Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse.
Oh, yeah, with Magus. We had a great time.
Yeah, and that's when you saw, I'm going to get you!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, that was fun. Magus is in part 6 and 7, I think. That was pretty cool.
I missed out there.
Yeah.
It was we all had a good time together. It was fun.
Yeah. And also, this year finally getting into live streaming, and you and Tibbs were in my Super Metroid live stream.
Yes, dear Lord, he played Super Metroid forever.
Yeah.
I forgot a live stream meant the whole game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it don't have to mean a whole game, but I did finish.
You wanted to see if you could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Super Metroid is one of the few games I'm actually like real good at, and I knew I could beat it without cheating. So
yeah, I don't blame you for definitely trying to do it, and you did, and you're the best.
Well, they ain't nothing. We guys done streams that went on for 10 hours.
That kid, doesn't he ever have to pee?
No, he just has a little
he
toilet right there. No.
He has a jar and a funnel.
Yeah, that's how dedicated he is to his fans.
He's got a catheter shoved up there so he doesn't have to move.
Right, yeah.
I'm terrible. I love you, wee guy.
Yeah, and so, that's pretty much sums it up for as far as like some of the stuff you might have been a part of. And again, 2016 is where you made a little comeback and did your own LPs. I think the first time since probably Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
I think, was that 2012 or 13?
No, Plumbers was in 2009, right after AVGN uploaded his episode.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my God, wow. I'm glad I came back, but I was gone for like 5, 6, 7 years. What? Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sorry, I'm just realizing that it's finally coming back.
Yeah. And so what were your thoughts on your experience this year on the channel?
I had a great time. I mean, I usually generally do, but maybe it was just coming back, but I was just excited about it. You know what I mean? I usually, with Let's Plays, I was like, I'll do one, sure, okay. This time, most of the time, I was excited. I was like, unless I was like half awake, but I was like, I'm still going to do it. It's good to be back, and I am, I was going to try to get you and maybe somebody else, maybe someone else I know, but I wanted to do a Let's Play of Dino Crisis. Well, I started to play it, and I got about 2 hours recorded, but then I was like, I want to do it for something different, so I got the Dreamcast version I'm going to do it for, just to see if there's any differences, because I want to try it something fresh. Because
cool.
I've already played the game so many times, I would get through it like super fast and kind of be dull. There wouldn't be any, like, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, and didn't you say that you were going to do more American Laser games on the ST2K channel?
Yes, all the American Laser games are going to be on your channel. That is absolutely right. I don't want to ruin my channel with that filth. I mean good quality viewing.
Yeah, you want to ruin the ST2K channel with that stuff.
No, I'm hoping it'll draw you some more views.
Yeah, well, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties did.
Oh, I know. We were man, that was just boss right there. That was awesome.
Yeah. I know some people saying, "Oh, you're riding off AVGN's coattails," and no, we were going to do that. We even had no idea he was going to upload the episode, and then he beat us to it.
No, and I'll be honest while we're talking here. I got the idea from Was it Tom at Screw Attack? I know some of the Screw Attack guys. Yeah, it was Tom because him and like Stuttering Craig did their own kind of sort of let's play of it. Like it was more of a highlight thing about a month before we did ours, and that's kind of where I got the idea to do a full let's play of it, not just a little bit, a teeny bit here, a teeny bit there.
Yeah.
And then AVGN came out with his review. So we were the first. I don't know if we were the first ones to do a let's play of the game, but we were some of the earliest ones too.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a very interesting product to do.
Oh yes.
I remember jamming.
I don't think.
With that one guy, the freaking annoying narrator.
Yeah.
He was wearing that helmet.
Oh, that helicopter pilot helmet. Yeah, like what?
And then J-Man said, "It's like Donald Trump with a stormtrooper helmet here."
Oh, did he make a Donald Trump comment all the way back then? Wow.
Yeah, and then like I watched it again during the presidential race. I'm like, wow, that's funny. Yeah.
Oh my God, he almost reminded me of like a younger Larry Flint. Like that's all I could before he got stuck in a wheelchair.
Yeah. There was a wrestler named Jerry Flynn.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Jerry Flynn, and then another one, Jerry Lynn. And Dusty Rose got confused, saying, "Now who is this, baby? Is this Larry Flint?" No, that's Jerry Lynn. Oh, I thought it was Larry Flint.
You can start doing a commentary over old episodes of wrestling, and mostly you'll probably just be very confused.
Yeah. I imagine Dusty Rose. They say there is finishing move instead of the tombstone, the Flintstone.
Well, like the Hulk and the Warrior just yelling at each other. Pretty much would just be confused the whole time.
Right, yeah. Especially if those Warrior talks. As the sands fly down the mountain and the moon turns green in Uranus.
What the hell?
Yeah. There's someone on PW Insider quoted it, like just making it up, like the Warrior would say something like that during his interviews. Yeah. And as the walls turn orange, and as the skeletons have already made the sacrifice, and as the hand comes up from the grave, and I kick down the cockpit door, Hogan.
Oh my God!
I don't know what you just said, but man, it sounds intimidating, and Hogan's in trouble.
Yeah, Hogan's more confused than anything. Like I'm not even really scared. I'm just really confused.
Yeah, that's the plan, just to confuse him.
Exactly.
I don't know what's he saying, brother. Me and my Hulkamaniacs don't know what to do.
Come on down and buy a TV at Rent Center. That's what you should do.
Yeah, right. What you gonna do when the Warrior confuses you?
I love that now. This year has been a good year for Hulk Hogan. All that sweet Gawker money.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing with that.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't blow it all the way. Like.
Oh yeah. Did I hear he's making a comeback or something?
I don't know. I mean, I heard I heard of a dumb story where some fan got thrown out of the arena from the front row for dressing like Hogan.
Oh, what?
I think that's stupid. Like, really? Like.
Yeah, don't. No, Hogan's awesome. You don't do that.
Yeah, I know Hogan made the racist comments, but
even
there's even black people that talked about what he said, and some of them weren't really totally offended. They didn't really agree with everything he said, but he was like, pretty much everybody says something racist or messed up, and
everyone's a little bit racist. We can all just admit it. We'd all be better people.
And I remember Tommy Sotomayor saying, well, I mean, I agree with him, and he's black. He goes,
yeah.
I agree with some of the stuff he said, and not that I'm saying what Hogan said was right, because it wasn't right that he said it, but the I think the main thing was he was recorded in the privacy of someone's home, not in public. He was recorded and did not know it. Recorded having sex with his friend's wife, and that whole thing was messed up. And yeah, and like all of us, and not proud to admit it, but all of us have said a few racist things here and there.
Oh, we
including the people that accuse Hogan of saying right. They've said bad things about other races too.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I feel bad for Hulk with that, dealing with that crap with the recording, but at the same time, that's like the best thing that ever happened to him, because I think he ended up getting like 153 million.
He
or
got
something.
a ridiculous amount, and Gawker deserves to go out of business anyway.
Oh yeah, because they literally had to just sell everything. He actually was supposed to give him like 300 million, but he got about 150 or so, which is still fine. I mean.
Oh yeah, I would have been fine with 1 million. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Give me like 5 million if I'm a celebrity. 1 million for just me, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, if they told me we'll give you 1 million and leave us alone, all right.
All right, yeah. Let me just sign this piece of paper. I mean, as long as you're not allowed to keep showing that footage anywhere,
Right. Yeah.
That's the only claws in it. But yeah, man, sorry, we're getting hung up on Hulk Hogan, the Hulkamania.
Yeah. We're live here on the ST2K show. Interview with Hulk Hogan. Hogan, are you there? Hey, brother. Thanks for having me here. I've been watching the ST2K for years.
No, I was for some reason about to start Macho Man Randy Savage, like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's great to be here on the ST2K channel. Yeah, I've been checking you guys out.
I could watch the Slim Jim commercials all day.
Yeah.
Potato chips.
Yeah. Or what was it? Yeah, chips.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, chips.
Yeah. And then the one where he beats up his high school wrestling coach.
Yes. Oh man, the memory.
Or the other one where he's doing Shakespeare. Art thou bored? Someone made like a little rap video or a remix, rehash of that. Art thou bored? Art thou bored?
Man, I gotta see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll look that up now on
man.
YouTube probably after we get through recording.
Absolutely. That's what I'll be doing the rest of the night. Woo!
Yeah, and hopefully we do a lot more recordings in 2017 of...
Oh, I'm pushing for at least something every week.
Yeah, right now we're having fun with the Twilight Princess LP. Hopefully I get you. I don't know if you play that game, but I'd like to get you in some commentaries for that.
I like Zelda games, but to be honest, my favorite Zelda game is Link to the Past. And I've played some of the newer ones. I just never got into them as big as I did Link to the Past.
Yeah. All right, so that is it for Jeff's take on ST2K in 2016 as he's riding in his car somewhere.
Oh, yes. Brum, brum. Actually, that is my 60-year-old refrigerator in my office.
Oh, okay.
It hums like a pretty... I should have turned it down, but that's my fault.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so hopefully Jeff will be able to do more ECW LPs.
Either, once a week, either on my channel or on this channel. You're going to see me.
Yep. All right, Jeff, thanks very much for joining us, and God bless and take care.
Not a problem. You as well, Ronnie.
And all right, so that is it, guys. We're out of here, and we will see you later. I'm Ronmower.
Take care, everyone. Happy 2017.
Yep, God bless and take care.